Let's take a look at this GRE geometry problem. An isosceles right triangle has an area of 50 square inches. What is the length of the hypotenuse? Well, if you know your triangle rules, this is a very, very straightforward problem. But if you don't, that's okay, because we're going to review them. Let's start with some definitions here. What is an isosceles right triangle? Well, a right triangle, of course, is a triangle that has a 90-degree angle. So one like this. Boom. And an isosceles triangle is one where two of the sides are equal to each other, like this. So what we have is a triangle with two equal sides and a 90-degree angle. Now, the other thing to know about this particular right triangle is that if the two sides here are equal, then these two angles are equal, right? And they'll be 45 and 45 degrees because the sum of angles in a triangle has to add up to 180. So I have 90 already, and then these two are equal, so they have to be 45. Okay, now we're told that the area of this triangle is 50 square inches. Well, how do I calculate the area of a triangle? The area of a triangle, as a reminder of this, this formula, is 1/2 base times height. And what's very convenient in a right triangle is that I'm given a base right here, and then this is the height, like this, right there, up and down. So 1/2 base times height is equal to 50, right? I could say that 50 is equal to 1/2 base times height. But in this case, the base and the height are equal to each other. So I could just call both of them, why don't I just call both of them x? X and x. There we go, right? So if these two are equal to each other, then I can rewrite this as one big equation as 50 equals 1/2 x times x, so x squared, and let's just do the math here. So I'll multiply both sides by 2 to get rid of this 1/2. Multiply this side by 2, the 1/2 goes away, and I'll multiply that by 2. And what I'm given here, and I'll bring this down over here, is 100 equals x squared, meaning that x has to equal 10, right? So if this is 10 and this is 10, there we go. But that's not the answer to the question. The question is asking, what's the length of the hypotenuse? In other words, what's this diagonal one right here? Well, you could use the Pythagorean theorem and it wouldn't be the end of the world. But if you know this shortcut, it makes it go even quicker. Here's the shortcut. In an isosceles right triangle, so the one that we have here, if you have one leg that's x and another leg that's x, then the last leg, the third leg of this triangle, is always going to be x times the square root of 2. This is something to memorize. And again, you don't have to memorize it because you can always use the Pythagorean theorem if you know it. But x root 2 in an isosceles right triangle is a very, very helpful shortcut. So I know that my x is 10. My x is 10. So that means that this is going to be x times the square root of 2 or 10 times the square root of 2. For more GRE tips and tricks or to sign up for my live online course, follow the link on my profile.